Welcome back, guys. My name is Brandon. Today we've got an interesting project. Stick around. This is what we're building today, guys. This is a Pinata base. And it's my grandson and my granddaughter's birthday party this weekend, and they wanted a Pinata. So the hall that we're having it in has no way to hang the Pinata, so we got to make a way. So I think what I'm going to do is take some steel, build a frame. It's got to be small, it's got to be portable because we got to fit it through a doorway, but it's also got to be rugged so that, you know, 6-year-olds can whack on this thing without flipping it over. A top view looking down, that's going to be this. A leg, then a little shorter leg coming off the back, and we're going to put a weight on it, some sort of weight. I don't know. I don't really want to use sand because if the sand gets ripped, I don't want to get sand all through this hall that we're renting. And then in the center, I'm going to have a square tube so that another tube can fit into it. So this would be the bottom base that you can carry in as one piece, and then this is the side view. Then you'll have this piece as another that's going to hang the Pinata. Here's the socket, and you can see how it's kind of sleeved down in, and then it's going to go up, out, little hook on it, and then tie the Pinata onto the end of it. Little smiley face guy. Should be fun. We're going to use a bunch of different tools, and it's just a welding project. Very simple. So I've done a little bit of figuring just by holding a tape out and just kind of looking and seeing what I think will work. And I think what I'm going to do is some 24-inch legs this way, and then a 12-inch leg off the back. That would be 60.96 centimeters for here and here. Then we'll have our square socket tube, and then we're going to do a 12-inch piece off the back, and that'll be 30.48 centimeters. And I may even put like a weight here, here, and here, because the Pinata will be here, so it's automatically going to have some feet out ahead of it. That'll just keep it from like sliding around and moving. So let's begin by cutting a 2-foot, 2-foot, and a 12-inch piece. The tubing that I'm going to be using is 1-inch by 1-inch square stock, and it is 12 gauge thick. So that works out to be 25.4 millimeters or 2.6 millimeters thick. And I just use these little handy gauges. These are awesome to have to determine what your material thickness is. So the first thing we're going to do is measure off our first measurement. We're going to make a mark at 24. This doesn't have to be overly precise. We're not going to go too crazy with our measurements. These saws are loud, so do yourself a favor. Wear safety glasses, but also wear a shield, because it's just going to protect things from coming down in, unless you're wearing goggles. But this just kind of, the shield protects your face. And make sure you got hearing protection, because like I said, they're pretty loud. All right, let's line up our cut. We just made this leg, and we said our last leg was going to be that little 12-inch leg, or 30.48 centimeters. With all our pieces cut for the base, and I even found a piece of scrap that'll sleeve over this, so that'll work for the center sleeve. Let's get this all fixtured up and get this welded, and then we can build the vertical pieces after. The great thing about having a fixture table like this, guys, is it allows you to easily set up shapes and have them consistent without any measuring. Let me show you what we're going to do. I'm going to drop one of these in. This is just a shoulder bolt that I've modified for this table. I built this table, and if you want to see how I did it, I'll link you to a playlist that has all my ultimate tool builds in it, and this is one of them. So we're going to stick that in there. Then we'll put another one down here, and we'll put another one over there. Now what this allows us to do is we'll bump this piece into it. We'll bump this piece into it. We'll bring these two together at that point, just like that. And then we'll put that right in front of it. Now I'll set you up right in front of it, and you can see how now this is all equal because it's all laid out on this table. And then this will go just like that. So what we'll do is we'll get a few tacks on this right here and then start getting this welded up. Let's get our machine set up, get our gas turned on. I'm going to be using solid wire with C25 gas. I'm going to be running about 18 CFH of gas. The material thickness we're welding is 12 gauge or 2.6 millimeters or 109 thousandths. So we need that number, 109 thousandths. We'll set our material thickness for 110. We're running 30 thousandths wire, C25 gas. We're all set up. Now I'm just going to throw a couple clamps on it so it's not moving all around. And I also built these clamps as well, guys. And I have a video on how I did that too. Alright, let's tack it together. There, got a real quick tack on it, right down in there. Little tack there and there. Now we can weld this on just like that. And if you notice, guys, I'm not cleaning any of my material. I'm not grinding it. I'm not wasting any of my consumables on this project. This isn't anything that I'm going to keep. As soon as we're done with this Pinata thing, I'm going to cut this metal all back apart, and this will be used for something else. Here we go. I'm going to swap out one of these bigger clamps for one of these littler ones so I can clamp this down. Now I just put it up on its side into position so I can get this little bit here and then finish welding that out. Now I'm just going to get a few tacks down in here, and then we'll just grind that flush so that it doesn't rock on the floor. So this is the birthday boy that that the Pinata is for, and he's actually helping me make it. He just got out of kindergarten. Ready? Yeah. So we're going to put a hole through this piece. This is the piece we're building right here. And that hole is going to be for this hook. Okay? Alright, pay attention. go. Yeah, go the other way. Now I'm just going to weld up this little angle right here. So that'll be the vertical column. Then this is going to be where the pinata is going to hang out. Then we'll put that eye hook through that hole we just drilled. So I'm going to weld this up real quick. I got to do 4 welds. That's 1 of 4. Huh? You can hit bolt and it's not going to bother anything. Huh? No, you won't. As long as you don't look directly at it, you'll be good. Yep. Okay. Yep.
I got that before.
Yep. Yep. So that'll go through like that. Up through the hole. No, put up through that hole. Okay. Now grab that nut over there.
Nut.
And put that on the back side. Yeah. Good. Now that wrench right there will tighten it up.
This one?
Put the other end on it. Might be easier.
Yeah.
Nope, the other way. Nice.
Okay, that's as far as it goes.
Yeah, good. Let me see your hands. Nice, I like it. That's going to work pretty slick, huh? Then we'll hang your pinata right off that.
Yep.
We'll have to put like a sandbag, maybe 3 sandbags, so it's nice and rugged.
Why does this stuff go away?
I don't know. Then we'll tie your pinata right to this hook.
Are we done then?
Huh?
Are we done?
I think we're done.
So now I can make whatever I want?
What do you want to make?
Metal shoes.
Metal what?
Shoes.
Shoes?
Yeah, I'm making metal ones.
Why do you want metal shoes?
I'm just making them. That's this one I made from this.
Huh.
Let's start off with that.
Okay, hold on. You want to finish out the video?
What do you mean?
Okay, say thank you for watching.
Thanks you for watching.
Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe.
Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe.
New videos every Friday.
New videos every Friday.
See you next week.
See you next week.
What do we say before we go to bed?
God bless. Bye.
Whoa!
2.
2!